God message today. Title: The Final Echo of the Year. A Journey Through the Numbers of the Soul. The dusty wind stirred the prayer flags above the monastery of silent origins in Valdira, a land untouched by time, hidden deep in the sapphire ridges of the Himalaya Mountains. There, an aged monk named Tenzin Auriel sat beneath the flowering Bodhi tree, watching shadows drift like memories across the sacred stones. His student, a restless soul named Kyle, had arrived with a question pulsing in his heart, a question that had haunted him since the eclipse. "What does the final digit of my birth year mean, Master?" Kyle whispered. Tenzin closed his eyes, remembering his own journey, when he had once asked the same thing. "Child," he said, "every number breathes a spirit, and every spirit echoes a truth. The final digit is not mere coincidence. It is a signature, a sacred whisper from the fabric of your soul's contract." Kyle looked puzzled. "A whisper?" "Yes," Tenzin smiled, "and each whisper leads to a path. 8. The Architect of Karma. In the heart of Dalithourn, a young healer named Elaria had been born in a year ending in 8. She spent her days arranging herbs and healing villagers, unaware that she was replaying karmic patterns laid across lifetimes. The number 8 spun like an Ouroboros, infinity devouring itself, cycles repeating until wisdom was carved in her spirit. She loved deeply. She lost painfully, but every pain returned her to purpose. It was through this sacred repetition that Ilaria built herself, stronger each time, rising from the ashes of expectation and rebirth. 8 taught her patience. 8 taught her mastery. She wasn't cursed. She was chosen to remember. 0. The Veil of Potential. Thousands of leagues away in the city of Marusei, an orphan boy named Soren wandered the alleys of philosophers. Born in a year, ending in 0, his life felt empty, disconnected, always beginning and never arriving. But in Buddhist scrolls he found solace. 0, it read, is not nothingness, it is possibility unformed. That night he dreamed of a mirror. When he looked into it, he saw every version of himself, some kings, some poets, some beggars, all woven into the circle of time. He wept, not from sorrow, but from understanding. He was the space between, the womb of transformation. He began again, and again, and again, and in every rebirth he found peace. 4. The Pillar of the Earth. On the windswept plains of Ethemir, a shepherd named Thalen carved patterns into the soil. His year ended in 4, the number of foundation, of grounding, of inner architecture. He built everything slowly, his home, his family, his values. People called him dull, but they did not see the world through his eyes. To Thalen, every stone had a place, every word a weight, every promise a structure. When the storms came, it was his hut that stood firm. While others wandered or ran, Thalen remained. Because that's what the fours do, they stay. They become roots in a drifting world. They teach the storm to kneel. 1. The Flame of Sovereignty. In the volcanic lands of Jira, surrounded by molten rivers and smoky skies, lived a woman named Rinael. A warrior by blood, a rebel by birth, her year ended in 1. Her steps struck the earth like declarations. 1 is the first flame, the divine spark that moves forward even when no one else will. She fought for her people, for their land, for their freedom, but in her pursuit of leadership, she forgot tenderness. It was a monk from the southern deserts who told her, "You lead well, Rinael, but who do you walk beside?" The lesson broke her armor, but built her heart anew. 3. The Song of Spirit. Beneath the blue-lit skies of Aurenta, a young artist named Kalen painted dreams into reality. He had always spoken in metaphors, emotions too large to contain in silence. His birth year ended in 3, the sacred number of creativity and expression. But his brilliance came with a price. His soul, projects abandoned, lovers misunderstood, beauty always just beyond completion. It wasn't until he learned stillness that the notes settled and the painting began to sing back. Create, whispered the spirit of 3, but anchor, anchor your joy. 2, the mirror and the bridge. On the edge of 2 rival kingdoms, in the valley of Tanesha, lived Mavine, a child born during war. Her year ended in 2, and from a young age, she was the silence between clashes, the mediator, the heart. While her people saw enemies, she saw wounds. While others built walls, she built bridges. 2 is harmony, 2 is love without attachment, 2 is duality accepted as one. Maven carried peace in her voice, and when she spoke to both kings beneath the truce tree, her tears softened their swords. Empathy triumphed, not by force, but by truth. 7. The Seeker's Burden. In the icy caverns of Merak, beneath auroras and ancient songs, wandered a monk named Dren. Born in a year ending in 7, he was drawn to the unseen. 7 is the philosopher's number, the seeker, the one who walks the edge of logic and soul, desperate to pierce the illusion. But his journey was lonely. The more he knew, the more alone he felt, until he met a blind woman who said, "The light you search for is already touching you. Turn around." It shattered him, because sometimes seekers forget that seeking is not arriving. 5. The Winds of Change. In the oasis of Talzen, under a sky kissed by endless sunset, danced a nomad named Ayla. Her year ended in 5, and change followed her like perfume. She had lived in 17 cities by the age of 20. Her friends said she feared roots, but they didn't understand. 5 is freedom. 5 is chaos and clarity, a storm that teaches surrender. She wasn't escaping, she was evolving. When her caravan was attacked by raiders, Ayla took command. She didn't lead from control, but intuition. It was in her blood, in her number, in her soul. 6. The Healer's Cross. In the snowbound village of Cherai, where winters bit like wolves, lived Mira, a quiet woman with gentle hands. Her year ended in 6, the sacred numeral of service, nurture, and spiritual responsibility. From birth, she soothed pain, not just physical, but emotional. But she carried everyone's burdens until her back broke from invisible weight. It wasn't until she looked in the sacred pool and asked, "Who heals the healer?" that the spirit of 6 answered, "You must love you too." That winter she rested, and in spring she bloomed anew, not as a martyr, but a guardian. Tenzin looked into Coil's eyes. "You see now? The final digit is not trivial. It is an echo from before this life, a frequency that carries your lesson." Kyle nodded slowly. "But why don't people know this?" "They forget," Tenzin whispered, "because in this world of noise, whispers are the first to be silenced." The wind picked up, rattling the prayer beads strung across the monastery's gate. Kyle turned toward the rising sun, heart heavy but whole. Now he understood. He would walk not in confusion, but in alignment. He had heard the whisper, and he would never forget it again. Opening scene, calm background music with soft visuals of nature or Buddhist temples. Did you know that the last digit of your birth year may hold a secret? One that could change how you see yourself and your place in this world? According to Buddhist philosophy, numbers are not just tools for counting. They carry spiritual energy, ancient, powerful, and often misunderstood. Today, you're about to unlock a message from the universe that's been quietly guiding you since the moment you were born. It begins with one simple number, the final digit of your birth year. This is not just myth or folklore. This is wisdom rooted in centuries of introspection by monks and seekers of truth, a truth that could bring you clarity, direction, and even transformation. But before we dive deeper, take a moment to like this video, subscribe. The spiritual energy of numbers. In Buddhist thought, numbers are portals, bridges between the physical and the spiritual. The last digit of your birth year is believed to be an energetic stamp, a signature of your inner path, your destiny, and the karmic lessons you're here to learn. Let's unlock the energy that lives within your number. 0. Emptiness and transformation. You are born into the mystery of emptiness, not as lack, but as infinite potential. You are here to create from chaos, to be reborn through every ending. Transformation follows you. To grow, embrace patience, and know every ending births a new beginning. 1. Individuality and leadership. You are a trailblazer, bold, ambitious, and born to lead. But your strength lies not only in forging new paths, but in learning to walk beside others. Balance independence with collaboration, and you will thrive. 2. Duality and harmony. You carry the energy of peace, the gift of empathy. You see both sides and long to unite them. Yet do not lose yourself in harmony. Your voice matters too. Speak your truth, and the world will find peace through you. 3. Creativity and expression. You are a spark, vibrant and expressive. Words, art, joy. These are your tools of transformation. But remember, focus brings fulfillment. Discipline your passion, and your dreams will blossom. 4. Structure and order. You are the foundation, the one others lean on. Stability is your strength, but life is not always predictable. Let flexibility join your wisdom, and you will build something truly lasting. 5. Freedom and adventure. You are the wanderer, the explorer of life's many paths, restless, curious, alive with possibility. But freedom finds strength in roots. Let commitment be your compass, and adventure will never leave you. 6. Love and compassion. You live with your heart open, caring, nurturing, always giving. Relationships are your sacred space, but remember, you must also care for you. Balance your giving with self love, and you'll find true harmony. 7. Spirituality and introspection. You are the seeker, the soul that asks, why? Silence is your sanctuary, but do not dwell too long in solitude. Life awaits. Bring your inner light into the world and watch others awaken. 8. Abundance and manifestation. You are driven, capable, a builder of visions. Material success follows your footsteps, yet true abundance flows when spirit guides the goal. Align with your higher self, and success will have meaning. 9. Completion and universal wisdom. You are the old soul, the healer, the one who sees the big picture. You carry the wisdom of endings and the passion for collective growth, but you do not have to carry the world alone. Trust, delegate, and your mission will flourish. What does it mean for you? In Buddhist teaching, to know your energy is to walk in harmony with the universe. Your number doesn't define you, but it guides you. When you understand its vibration, you begin to make conscious choices, guided by inner truth and spiritual alignment. How to apply this knowledge? 1. Reflect on your number. How does it show up in your life? 2. Meditate with intention. Align with your number's energy. 3. Act in alignment. Make choices that reflect your number's highest vibration. 4. Share your insight. Help others unlock the mystery within their numbers too. In the vast landscape of Buddhist wisdom, this is just one beautiful truth. All things are connected. Even a single digit, quiet and unassuming, can hold the map to your soul's purpose. So, take this message to heart, reflect, align, act. Let your number reveal your path. If this message has inspired you, subscribe for more spiritual insights. And don't forget to comment. I attract prosperity and wisdom. Together we rise. See you in the next journey. Type yes if you believe in OD. Type 1111 if you believe in God.